up? It is Snitchery. How are you doing today? Oh, today do we have a video for you. Today's video is going to be a bit of a hodgepodge because of course we're going to be talking about exactly what is in the title of this video. The thumbnail is not clickbait. That is what my hair looks like underneath this wig right now, and I need your help so bad. I am going to be talking about that more so at the end of the video though, because before that, this video is sponsored by maybe one of my coolest sponsors of all time. I feel comfortable in saying that. This video is sponsored by freaking Sephora Collection. Collabed with the Museum of Ice Cream on a full collection, and it is just about the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. Of course, I'm going to be showing you guys this makeup look. So this collection, of course, was inspired by the excitement of ice cream and how hyped you can get for those summer treats. I know the minute it was brought to my attention, I was like, yes, this is everything I've ever needed in my entire life. The colors are so bold. The designs are so cute. The Museum of Ice Cream and Sephora Collection is available at Sephora.com for a limited time, so you guys, make sure if you want this collection to hop on it right now because it is the sweetest thing I have ever seen. So out of the entire collection, I only didn't use 2 products. One of them is the Ice Cream Charm Bracelet. This has 10 charms and 3 of them have lip and cheek tints inside the charms, which I just think is the absolute cutest thing in the entire world. And then also these rainbow sherbet lashes. I didn't get the chance to use these, but they're probably the most creative false lashes I've ever seen. So without any further ado, I won't keep you guys here for too long. Let's get into the tutorial. Okay, so my skin is already prepped. I already have my powder foundation on. I did my brows. I already have some primer on my eyelids for foundation, and my nose is contoured. Other than that, we're gonna get into the absolute rest of it using this collection. So I'm gonna start with the eyes, I think, because you'll understand the minute I show you. This is the palette that comes in the collection. So cute. It's a little popsicle. When you open it up, it is just the absolute prettiest thing. This is the Dream Team Pigment palette. This palette's really playful to me. There are 12 sprinkle colored shadows and they range from mattes to shimmers. This column in particular was what got me like really psyched. So what I'm actually gonna be doing today is weirdly specific. I don't know how many of you guys go to Baskin Robbins, but in my town there was a Baskin Robbins connected to the Dunkin' Donuts, and my absolute favorite ice cream, my favorite flavor was the rainbow sorbet or rainbow sherbet, and it was like just pink and orange and white, but it was so good. And I had it again for the first time about a year ago in New York since I was like a wee tot. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Also for this look, I'm going to be using the brush set that comes in the collection, and inside that box they're the cutest brushes I think I've ever seen in my life, and if you disagree, I don't trust you. These brushes are all part of the Sprinkle Pool brush set. It's adorable. So like I said, my eye is already prepped, and for this look I definitely want to keep it on the simple side because I feel like this is a collection that could appeal to people of all ages, so I definitely want to make sure that it's something that's accessible that you guys can do regardless of your skill level. So what I'm going to be doing first is going into that orange color up at the top there, and I'm going to be putting it on the inner third of my eye. I'm going to do just on the top for now, but we are gonna go, oh my god, it's so pretty. Wow, did you guys see that? I'll assess the fallout later. And we are gonna buff this out, so don't worry about it being absolutely perfect. Like you can see it's on my inner corner a little bit. We're also gonna go down and mimic it on the bottom, so the fact that it's coming down a little bit into my waterline, I'm not worried about. Okay, next with the same brush, I'm actually gonna be going into one of the cheek palettes. This is the Sugar Wafer Face palette. It's actually a double-decker palette. You can use it to bronze and highlight and add a flush to your cheeks. There's this really pretty sort of peach color here, and I think that'll act as a good transition shade between the orange and the pink. So I'm gonna be taking the same brush and patting that onto the middle of my eye. And then going back over the front of my eye to ensure that that orange really does stand out. And then of course on the outside of my eye, I'm gonna be using this pink shade so that we can get that sorbet gradient. And I'm just gonna keep that to the outer corner, and then we'll go ahead and smudge it on in towards that center color. So if you can see here, we haven't done the blending on the upper edges, but you can see how it just sort of flows into that pink on the outside. I'll probably just add even a little bit more pigment to the outside of the eye, just so we have that really bright pop of pink. So to blend it out on the top, I'm actually gonna go ahead and take that color from the face palette and just sort of buff that out using another brush from the collection. Because it's intended for your face rather than your eye, it's not quite as pigmented, so I actually think it'll work really well as a like buffer shade. Start working that around the top of the shadow we've already got going. Making sure not to pick up too much of the pigment that we already have on the eye, because I really want there to be a distinction. I want there to be a gradient and a distinction between the orange and the pink. All right, if you can see, I think that looks a heck of a lot better than that, so I'm gonna do the same on the other side. So now that we have the top of our eyes done, I'm gonna go ahead and do the exact same thing, the same steps exactly underneath my waterline so that it matches. Then as the last step in terms of shadow on the eyes goes, I'm gonna go ahead and take another shade from these face palettes. I'm gonna take this really bright white shade and I'm just gonna go ahead with my finger and just tap that into my tear duct, and then we'll buff that out as well. Now that I'm looking at it, I want it to be a bit more white, so I'm gonna be taking this shade here and I'm gonna pat that on top, and then we'll go back on with the shimmer if need be. Actually, that's perfect. The reason I wanted that to be a bit more white is because we're gonna be going in with the Kat Von D brow pomade in whiteout as well as one of her brushes. And I'm gonna be doing, well, I'll show you, but I'm gonna be doing a line sort of above that shadow. And I needed a starting point on the inner corner of my eye. I'm just gonna be taking this white and just drawing a line through the shadow. It's like deceptively hard to do this on camera, so I'm gonna be doing my other one off camera, but you guys get the idea. Okay, so that's what they look like. This one got a little wonky, got away from me a little bit. It's fine, we're putting on lashes. It's not a disaster. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be doing my lashes and my mascara off camera. I'm gonna be using the new NARS Climax mascara. I can't do it on camera for some reason, so I'll be back once that's done. Okay, she has lashes. I also popped on some freckles, which I somehow forgot to do beforehand. But I was looking at this look and I was like, you know, especially when I'm not like leaning down to show you guys, this look doesn't have enough white in it, I don't think, to really be like the sorbet little eye ensemble that I was looking for. So instead of doing black mascara on my bottom lashes, I'm gonna be taking that same Kat Von D brow pomade and putting it on my bottom lashes. I'm also gonna take that same brush and I'm just gonna paint them on my bottom lashes. We'll see if I can do this on camera. Let's zoom you guys in. And especially with the white, I wanna make sure there are no clumps. This is like exposing myself. I have such short bottom lashes, now you guys know. Okay, so that is the eye look. I think it looks pretty cute. I don't know if you guys agree, it's a little out there, but I don't think it's like completely unwearable. I would wear it out anyway. My opinion might be skewed. So next I'm gonna be moving into my face, my cheeks and all that good stuff. I'm gonna be taking another one of the brushes in the collection and using that same shade we used on our eyes as a blush. And I'm gonna put that not only on my cheeks, but also on my nose. Oh, I accidentally hit my nose, but it's fine because it's going there too. And while I'm doing this, you guys are gonna think it looks a little loco, but we are gonna buff it out, especially on my nose. That's such a pretty color though. Like, that's gorgeous. Look at that color, man. It's so pretty. And then as promised, we're gonna go ahead and buff it out a little bit. Just a little bit though. I'm gonna keep it pretty pigmented. And I'm also gonna take it a tiny bit over the bridge of my nose. I always think that makes people look younger. Gives you like a little sunburn. I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade in the other palette again and use that as our highlighter. And just like a little light dusting. Nothing crazy. I think the eyes are already a little out there. And of course, because I'm me, you gotta put it on the bridge of the nose and the tip. And let's pop some over the lip as well. Speaking of lips, that is also our last step. Hi, welcome to my mouth. This lip set is called Let Them Eat Popsicles. This leaves a really natural looking glossy finish, which I'm obsessed with. This is appropriately named Creamsicle. Oh my god, it's so pretty. This also smells amazing. It's so pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. Makes my teeth look really white too. I'm reading right now that it's supposed to mimic when you're eating a popsicle and you like stain your mouth. That is so cute. I think this entire collection probably has my all-time favorite packaging in terms of like a cohesive collection. I think it is just about the absolute cutest thing I have ever seen in my life. So now that we've reached the end of the tutorial, I'm gonna finally talk about my hair. Like I said, the thumbnail in the beginning of this video is not clickbait. I have reached sort of a breaking, well, not sort of, I have reached a breaking point with my hair, in the sense especially that a lot of my hair is breaking off at the root because it is so damaged. And by the root, I mean like I have this much hair like all of right here. And it doesn't bother me particularly because I've had really short hair before and it's not so much an issue, but essentially what happened is I went to go get a weave installed because I was like, whoa, my hair is really breaking off. And when I was getting my hair braided, I was like, this hurts so bad because my hair was so short. It was like, it was intolerable. So I took it all down, and I had always sort of had this thing where in the back of my mind, I was like, if my hair reaches an absolute disaster point, then I'll just get a weave and it's no big deal and I can just do that. Like, you know, if things get really dire. And then I realized I couldn't get a weave because it hurt so bad being braided that short. And that was kind of like a wake up call to me, I think, that there was no last resort for my hair and that honestly, I just had to be like really careful to it. The reason that my my hair is green and brown right now is because they put a stain on it for the weave. So that's just like a pigment on the outside of the cuticle that'll wash out with water. So my hair is still platinum underneath that. I really need to give my hair some TLC. So the big hair change is that I'm not changing my hair. I'm putting this on video. I'm not touching my hair with dye, with heat. I'm not blow drying it. I'm not flat ironing it. I will be in wigs not 24/7. I won't sleep in wigs, but I will be in wigs my entire waking life up until Christmas, December 25th. So that gives me the rest of September, October, November, and pretty much all of December. I've done this before where I haven't used heat on my hair and my hair got so healthy and so long. So the question I have to ask you guys is, do you think, and it's not gonna be a thing where the winning vote is like what I do. I'm just asking for people who have maybe been in this scenario before. I just want you guys to comment below if you think I should shave my head and start completely over, or whether you think I should keep my hair and just grow it out from here. Because I probably will want to do weaves as a protective style after Christmas in the winter, so it would be helpful to have that length, but ultimately I also do know it's just like dead hair, so I'm not sure. I'm teetering back and forth. I don't know which way to go. So that's really all I have for this video. Again, make sure to comment down below if you have any insight into my little problem. Thank you for being my friend today, and always, I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah! Bye guys!